Vanakkam Coimbatore, we're here. The India Today team has reached Coimbatore, the beautiful city in Tamil Nadu, for the India Today Conclave South. There's a bureau meeting underway. We're just hours away from the conclave kicking off. I've decided to gate crash the bureau meeting to give you a sense of what's really expected in this conclave. You've got all of our reporters from the south here, and of course Suesha and Rajdeep from Delhi who've flown down with me. Rajdeep, to you first. Welcome to Coimbatore.
Thank you.
What do you love about this city? Vanakkam. What do you love about the city, Rajdeep?
I just love being down in the south of the country. There's something special about being in the south. It's clean. It's women's empowerment. There's a sense of energy in the south, particularly in Tamil Nadu, which I find very, very refreshing. And that's why any invitation to me south of the Vindhyas, I'm always there. So there's something special about being down south. Look at all the social and economic indicators, again, particularly in a state like Tamil Nadu. And maybe we should one day have a TN model, like they have a Gujarat model. Time for a TN model.
I think you're going to see a lot of cut, copy, paste of that on social media. Pramod, I'm sure you're thrilled by the introduction that Rajdeep just gave for Nammooru for Tamil Nadu.
Well, Nammooru Tamil Nadu is always the great, and Rajiv sir has said that. What more can I add to it? Thank you so much, sir. This is a land of social justice. This is a land of gender equality and anything. And getting an endorsement from him itself, like, we've won. We don't need anything else.
No, I'm not coming, in a moment if you told me I'd also come out with the negatives, I don't want to come out with the negatives.
No, there are no
negatives as well, but look, I think overall, I think, look at all the states of the south. I mean, particularly Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, to some extent, Andhra and Telangana, certainly when they were united, I think divisions have made a difference. Kerala, on some indicators, sadly has lost out. But by and large, southern India appears to reflect some of the progressive aspects of Indian society. And therefore, I love the idea that everywhere you go, you see women out there in a way that I never see in North India. And that makes me feel good, because women's empowerment, 50% of the population, that's a sign of a part of the country on the move.
Here too, it's majority women. But Naga, I think with what Rajdeep has said, I think we win the dosa battle also.
No. In fact, Rajdeep praised Chennai and the present state here. But ask him where he will retire and settle. It's Bangalore, Mysore. He will not retire in Chennai. Because he loves cricket. He loves the food in Bangalore. So Bangalore is an ideal place.
Love cricket.
Obviously.
They love food.
Firstly, I'll tell you, Chennai is humid, bad traffic. Oh. Of course there is bad traffic. You guys have not lived in Chennai.
Calling pot black.
And you spoke about dosa. So dosa, don't eat in Chennai. Come to Bangalore. Please don't eat in Rameshwaram. Eat in the authentic Bangalore places.
No,
Only then you
go
realize
to dosa
the value
for Bangalore.
of good dosa.
No, you go to dosa for Bangalore, but sambar. But I'll finish. And you'll come to Tamil Nadu for sambar. Should I continue?
Have you ever eaten a dip idli sambar in Bangalore? Top notch.
That's your loss. We can't help it actually.
Sambar is sweet. Your sambar is sweet.
How? Kerala, Tamil Nadu.
No, sir actually spoke about Tamil Nadu model, but his tagline that what Kerala thinks today, India thinks tomorrow, that's been adopted by us. So whatever our government does now, that's the tagline. Like what Kerala thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. So I'm sure like he's being very.
My problem is that when I'm in Kerala, I say that. When I'm in Tamil Nadu, I speak about the Tamil Nadu model. When I go to Karnataka, I speak about how if there was a place I wanted to retire, it would be Karnataka. I don't know if you're going to include Goa also in southern India. We can do that as well. And when I go to Hyderabad, every time I say it's the state which it's the city which should be hosting the Olympics. So everybody gets a tagline that they're very happy with. So I'll give you one about Andhra as well. It's a state which is very IT friendly. So put together, all of you have something that you can hold on to, and therefore.
Rajdeep is playing it safe.
Yeah.
No. All that I said just now is true.
But overall, you just agree conclusively that South is better.
I'm not going to get into South versus North. I think South India has so much to offer. Let me leave it at that.
I was born in Mysore. I am from Karnataka, but all my life I've been in Chennai. But today, if you ask me which southern city is the best place to live in, formerly it was Bangalore, but now I feel Bangalore is just unlivable, sir. You just cannot live in Bangalore. I have lived there for I would close my eyes and choose Mysore. Because not even Chennai now, it's Mysore.
The
Mysore
place of
is
kings.
the place to be.
the place of kings.
Exactly.
So, but one
Mysore
thing
is the
that
real
unifies,
pensioners'
that one
paradise.
thing is unify all of us is the
I've been to Hyderabad also.
one thing that
unifies
unifies all of us is the language issue. We have immense pride about our language, love our language and culture. What unites us is the food, language and culture. Of course, the big debate is on the Hindi imposition. Of course, none of us stand by the Hindi imposition. If it's voluntarily people want to learn, yes. I have learned Hindi myself, like others, you have learned Hindi yourself. That's the unifying factor, all of us. Telugu and English, Kannada and English, Tamil and English, and Malayalam and English. That's a unifying factor across all our bureaus. So
You know, there's one very interesting session coming up on that also in the conclave, but Pramod.
But I just have one word to sum it up all. When it comes to South, nothing is imposed. That's all.
I just want to say something because I've come from Delhi. For somebody like me who's come from the north, it really helps if people talk in the language that I know. And for the very reason, and while I completely respect the sentiments of every South Indian, if you feel that Hindi is being imposed, but I just want to say that I feel that there will be a blend from the north to the south if there is that one common language. And I'm not okay, English, of course, but Hindi I also feel will be okay. I don't want to get into a controversy. I'm just saying when I come, all you people are lovely. You're so welcoming. The culture, the food, everything is something that I love visiting. Every state, literally like every state of yours. But
see, when it comes
which
to
is why I said I'm very happy. No. Which is why I said that it'll be lovely. And I'm literally sharing a personal experience. When I go out there and when I go talk to people, it would be lovely if somebody can converse with me. English, great. Hindi also. I'm sure there are a lot of people. Just keeping my point of view. Just keeping my.
Basically when
but
it comes
the food
to
here is great.
see, this is about language imposition, but when it comes to the contribution of South, it is 30% of the GDP. Financially performing, urban cities growing, development, you have South. Development, you no doubt even northern states agree that it is South. So there is no argument about it that all the southern cities stand equally when it comes to development.
Okay, I'll just say this. Full marks to Suesha for having the courage to say something about Hindi in a South Bureau meet.
Just a
Rajdeep,
second.
what do you think?
I also want to tell Suesha and other North Indians, when we also come, it would be nice if they speak in our language, not just English, a common linked
speak
language.
Kannada. Speak Tamil.
If I go to CP,
I'm going to go to Delhi next and say, Anna, auto evlo aachu.
so somebody will say Hindi.
Rajdeep, where do you stand?
You know, I.
Even the paperwork that happens, the documentation that happens.
So it's only in Delhi.
Okay,
It's only in Delhi.
I'm from Western India, and I learnt English and Hindi and Marathi in school. And when I came to Delhi, I made a conscious effort to improve my Hindi. I believe no language should be imposed, but it should organically grow. I think it is of, you're right, there's a huge amount of cultural pride in being able to speak Tamil, an ancient language, goes back thousands of years. Look at the wonderful literature in this part of the world, in Tamil Nadu. Look at the kind of cinema I see in Malayalam. Look at Andhra Pradesh and its contribution again to the Telugu language is spoken by millions across the world. The diaspora is so powerful. And Karnataka, you've just had a Booker Prize winner coming from your state. So I think if we can learn to respect each other's languages and then find a linked language, hopefully. Whether that linked language is Hindi, English, I leave that to the next generation to decide. As a Maharashtrian, I get very angry when I see an auto rickshaw driver being pulled out of his auto rickshaw and beaten up because he cannot speak Marathi. Yes, I would like him to speak Marathi. I think it would be an advantage to him. But let's not impose anything. And I think that's the greatness of this country, the unique diversity. People from Chennai will probably go to Varanasi to see the temples out there and vice versa. There's so much to celebrate. So, why should we divide
So you spoke about auto driver being pulled out. You spoke about auto driver being pulled out. I mean, Karnataka and Maharashtra. And it's the anger coming out because you come here, you capture our land. It's a mini colonization happening from state to state. You migrate from your state, take our jobs, and also disrespect our culture, our language, then expect us to learn your language.
Yeah.
Of course, it's frustration just coming out. It's not an endorsement for the violence, but it's correct frustration coming out.
No, Rajdeep sir, I must add, I'm a Maharashtrian myself and I could never learn the language because I've largely stayed in Delhi and my mother is Punjabi. And I have lived in Bombay for 10 to 12 years not knowing Marathi. And nobody's pulled me up, right? I've gone to all the Shiv Sena office, all the government offices. I also feel that the marginalized, sir, I'm just saying that I feel the softer targets are pulled up. The marginalized and auto rickshaw driver, where it's easier to exert your force, those are the kind of people who are particularly targeted to set that narrative.
What I want to know from you, what makes all of you who live here, what makes you feel so energized when you're in your cities and states? What is the best thing, for example, Anaga, about Tamil Nadu or Chennai? What is it that energizes you? I see lots of women out there in the workplace. I'm told one figure shows 40% of India's organized labor, women, are from Tamil Nadu. Out of the total pool of women working in the organized workforce, 40% from Tamil Nadu. When I heard that figure, in fact, I heard it in Coimbatore, I remember 2 years ago when I was covering the elections. A year ago, I was amazed. What is it about this part of the world that makes particularly women feel...
I think it's progression. I feel more than the
safe,
northern...
right?
Yeah, I feel very safe, especially in Chennai. Oh my God. I feel as... Yeah, way more than Bangalore. I have been catcalled in Bangalore, but not once, Akshita, in my 24 years of living in Chennai. Not once have I been catcalled in Chennai. Not once. Bangalore, yes. Chennai is the most safest city for women. Even the male friends that I have.
Sure Kerala also.
They're so
Same,
respectful.
I mean, the thing I love most about Kerala is the secular environment, to be honest.
Yes,
That
that's
is
a big thing. Now
like...
is it a big thing? Yes.
Yes, the secular environment, because growing up, like I studied in a classroom with people from different backgrounds, different religions. I didn't even have any thought like, oh, this person from this religion, that we celebrate everything together, whether it's Christmas, Onam, Christmas, Eid.
No, I think that's a huge point she's making, because, again, Kerala, I'm fascinated. Look at a city like Calicut. Large Muslim population, large Hindu population, large Christian population. But they seem to find a way to celebrate their festivals together. And I just love it. I mean...
So today you have a live example here. It is not about Hindi imposition. It is not about Hindu-Muslim today and tomorrow. South Conclave is all about intellects. You have a talk where people talk about development, and that is what reflects in our conclave here. And that can be seen here. When it comes to the other cities apart from the South, then it is always, it is Hindu-Muslim, it is etc., etc. But here it is always together, sir. Today and tomorrow is the right example viewers can witness.
Even Hyderabad, a city with a large Muslim population, you feel a complete blend.
It's a mini India, sir. You have every language there. Person speaking every language from every state. It's a mini India, and you visited every dish.
Hyderabad should get the Olympics. I think Revant Reddy will endorse what I say. But really, look at it here. It's a city with a sporting culture. It's thrown up stars like PV Sindhu, and I know Ahmedabad is most likely to get it. And I'm born in Ahmedabad. I have huge affection for Ahmedabad. But honestly, if I did a point scoring, as the Olympics should do, I would choose Hyderabad over Ahmedabad. Or you can do a bit of both, right? Have some events in Ahmedabad, some in Hyderabad, and blend the two, west and south.
Great. Rajdeep has managed to, I think, please every bureau here. And I think...
Your conclave also, what I see the list, you've got people from every state
That's
coming.
the idea. Yeah.
And I want to say, Akshita really knows what? All the 4 languages of the South, which is remarkable. Every time I think about that, I keep telling people, wow, we've got an anchor who knows all the southern languages. It makes a huge difference then when you're in the studio, because you have a sensitivity for it. I saw this show that you guys put together every day. So South. And what impressed me was each of you was reflecting the sensibilities and the stories of your state. Because one of my big cribs has been, we sit in Delhi, anything that happens in Noida, breaking news. It takes a lot. It takes the water has to reach above Poe's Garden for suddenly Chennai to be recognized. It happened a few years ago during the flood. So I'm glad, and I think Akshita and the entire Southern Bureaus of India Today deserve a huge cheer for what you've done.
Thank you.
What do you say for congratulations in each of your languages?
Vartugal.
In Tamil. Yeah. What is it in Kannada?
Abhinandane.
Abhinandane. Okay. Abhinandan?
Nangal.
In Malayalam. Yes. And in Telugu?
Abhinandagalu.
Yeah, Dhanyavadam.
Wow.
Okay, great. So I think we've got the essence of the South Conclave for the South, of the South, by the South is what you'll see over the next 2 days. Thanks so much for tuning in. This here, just a glimpse of what to expect over the next 2 days here in Coimbatore.